How's everybody doing today? This is DJ with One Time Outdoors, and it's been a long time since my last video, and I apologize for that. Had a lot of things going on. I ended up moving, which I shouldn't have, but I had to. And in that move, some of my gear was stolen. Then I actually had a generous person that I didn't know give a mutual friend of ours a bunch of knives for me because a lot of my gear was stolen, which was super awesome, and thank you so much for doing that. This is just going to be a quick video because I got a bunch of gear that I will be doing reviews on, but with it being like midsummer, I can't handle the heat. And with the medication I'm on, I'm not supposed to either. So just real quick, I just wanted to show you some of the things that will be coming up in the future. First, let me do this. This is the I just got this the other day. There's a fire starter company called Fly High, and they have they sent me 2 premium fire starters for free to test and review. Here's what the card looks like on the front, and then here's their information. I want to focus. If anybody's interested in the information, I'll let them know, but there'll be a separate video on all the gear I show you tonight. So it comes in this pretty cool box, and it's a little, a little fire starter. I'm sure you can start it with a ferro rod if that's what you want to do. Looks like it's got some type of wax on the bottom, and then it looks like fat wood and some other stuff, little bird's nest. So that's that. Company's name is Fly High. Another thing I got is this flat stove. This folds flat, and it literally folds down to less than an inch thick. I like this stove because it's bigger than a lot of your fire stoves that you see. So that's how it looks. I put it on me to record it because I didn't plan on showing the gear that I had, but I figured, what's the point of me telling you and not at least showing it? And I don't know how to switch my camera from face to the other way. So for those of you that know me, you'll know that I have wanted a Tops Bob Brothers of Bushcraft, the Fieldcraft knife, for years. Well, a guy I met on Facebook sold me one for a deal I couldn't pass up. So I got a Tops Bob. It's beat up. He didn't do this. He bought it from someone else like this. But yeah. So what I did was I kind of grinded out the top of it there a little bit, so that way it'll strike a ferro rod. It's not finished because it strikes a ferro rod, but not very well. I can't say I'm disappointed in the Tops Bob, but it's not what I expected. And granted, it's kind of my fault because I've held it to so high of an expectation of what I thought it was going to be. But cool thing is, it came with a Kydex sheath, you know, standard. And it's actually a really good one. It don't rattle. There's no play. It's got really good retention. You actually have to, you know, really force it off. But it's not, you know, too tight where you can't get it off. So there's that one. And then here's one of the knives that the guy gave me for free. This is a Japanese like bushcraft chopper, and this thing is a monster. This is, you know, awesome. And it comes with a little Kydex sheath. It's got a it's chisel ground, so one side's completely flat and then the other side has a chisel ground. And then a friend of mine, I bought a blade blank, and I sent it, well, when my gear was stolen, he had offered to send me a knife, and as much as I wanted it, I decided that I wanted to get handles put on a knife instead. He does excellent handles. So I bought a Condor Bush Lore, I think, or Bushcraft or something, and the blank, and then sent it to him, and then gave him some gear that I had for him to put the handles on. And look at them. I know you can't really see them because it's 8:15 at night, but they're freaking awesome. And then it's got white G10 liners that you can't see really, but he also handmade this sheath with a matching ferro rod. Little disappointed, not at him, but the knife is really dull. I thought it would come, you know, sharper than it did. But that's not a problem. And then I have, this was my first Bark River knife. This is the Bark River Bravo 1 LT with camo G10 handles. That's actually, after I do the review on it, it's going to go to Doug Wilson. We're working out a trade deal. And then here's another beauty that I got. This is a Bark River and Dan Taupe design. This is a Recon rampless. Does have, you know, jimping or whatever, but it's a big hunk of 3V. And I haven't used it. I'm waiting to, you know, the first time using it on video. Plus, like I said, it's been super hot. It's 8:17 p.m. and it's still hot, and I'm sweating. But yeah, so this thing, I'm super excited to have this. And of course, this is going to go to Doug Wilson at Yellowhawk Custom Kydex and Outdoors to get a sheath system made for it. And then last but not least, I have my third and final Bark River. This is the Bark River Bushcraft ULB. Man, this thing, I haven't been able to put it down since I got it. It's on my hip all the time. And that too will be going to Doug Wilson for Kydex. And this is the last thing I got. It's just a CRKT minimalist neck knife. And I have large size hands, and it fits in my hands so well. It's surprising because, I mean, it's only 3 fingers and, you know, choked up, but it fits so well. And you know, it came with the little sheath. I put, this is fire cord, and then I have a little pen attached to the back. So this is a space pen or something. Cool thing is you can actually put it in, like, I'm sure everybody knows, but it's new to me. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And this is actually the first time I've, you know, used this stove. At first I was going to use it to actually cook on tonight, but I figured, being I'm sure it came from overseas, I wanted to at least put a full burn through it to get the chemicals off the metals and, you know, everything like that. Which is pretty cool. I can't wait to do a review on it because this little stove has really surprised me. Really. This stove's badass. And it comes with everything. It comes with the grate, you know, the ashtray. That's kind of funny. You know, so you're not dropping a bunch of hot coals on the ground. You're not going to be able to see it, but I've burned a lot of wood. The fire at one point was almost 3 foot higher than that stove, and there's very minimal ash on the ground. Now, it did get hot and burned the grass a little bit behind it, but it's very efficient. It burns very well. So yeah, the review will be coming soon. And on top of that, it's August 11th, and my wife and I believe my father pitched in to buy me a really special knife that I wanted for my birthday. My birthday's the 16th of September. So that'll be coming too. And that's about it. We're in our new place, and our landlord is super awesome. We have a whole house to ourselves, which is great. We're renting a basement. It's a 2-bedroom, apartment, and he don't live here, so we're the only people living here. And he told us, if we wanted to use the upstairs, we could. So it's super awesome. It's nice to feel that we don't have to worry about where we're going to live or if somebody's going to, you know, come in and steal our stuff. So it's a good feeling. And yeah. But thank you all for watching. I'm already at 15 and a half minutes, and I didn't plan on making this video that long. So thank you. Oh, one last thing. I have been talking to a gentleman that wants to remain anonymous. I can tell you that, you know, we've talked back and forth multiple times. He lives in Texas, and he receives the monthly subscription boxes, and he's agreed to send me the gear so I can review it, and then I'll send it back to him for nothing. You know, he don't want anything in return. He don't want to be named. But you know, he's been where I'm at now and just wants to help out, which is super awesome. And hopefully with the gear he's sending, I can even get my wife to help me review it, so it'll be a lot better than, you know, just me doing it. But thank you all for watching, and God bless everyone, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.